just eat green. Sauteed spinach or a kale salad. Here's my fridge. Green and more green.
What's left over? Scott, what's left over, man?
That's what I mean. How's he looking?
Handful o' nuts. Hey folks, Dr. Mike here for RP Strength. I'm a former professor of exercise and sports science, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt, and competitive bodybuilder. But if we had to rank all of the people with Ashkenazi Jewish genetics, I wouldn't even make the top anything because Lenny Kravitz is half Jewish and half African American, and his entirety is to be, Scott, I would say one of the great rock solo acts of the modern era.
Yeah.
But it's better than that, because look at this picture. Lenny Kravitz in this picture is 61 years old. What the hell is he eating and how is he training to look like this? And how much do genetics matter? Let's take a look at his diet, a little bit of his training, a little bit of his here and there, and see if we can make sense of how the hell Lenny Kravitz looks flawless at 61 years of age. Also, Scott, that surfboard looks very well polished, and I'm honestly jealous.
You want to polish Lenny's surfboard?
Yeah, if by surfboard you mean washboard abs with my face, absolutely. What?
Same.
Let's get into the video.
Welcome to the Bahamas.
Oh, he's got a doggy.
Here's my fridge. What we have is green and more green.
Whoa. I mean, that fridge could be real fun if you go straight for the cucumbers. Less fun with the broccoli. It's still worth it. That is a lot of greens. Wow. Okay, I want to hear more.
We've got cucumbers, mangoes, broccoli, kale, salad greens. Over here on the table, fresh from the farm, we've got breadfruit, soursop, which is my favorite.
Yum.
Soursop is so good for you.
Soursop?
Yeah, I've never heard of that in my life.
Damn. That's how you know you're into Hollywood shit and you got access to fruits other people don't get. Dude, fruits and veggies are absolutely hyper healthy for you. If you eat lean protein sources and you eat a ton of fruits and veggies, like you're probably just like good. And you can be incredibly healthy, incredibly lean, and have unbelievable longevity just eating like that. So as long as you get enough protein in, man, I really futz with these veggies super hard.
You should try it. Sugar apples, a couple lemons, some more okra and cucumbers, avocado, some fresh rosemary.
He just like eats the rosemary with just like bare hands in his mouth.
Picked this morning.
Herbs are an easy way to add tons of flavor for very few calories. Facts, 100%. Because if you're using like heavy cream-based sauces, it's going to be more flavor, but way more calories. Herbs are absolutely a great trick.
A great blessing of living here in the Bahamas is that I'm able to grow my own food. So I have a garden where most of this food comes from.
Whoa. Growing your own food seems really hard. You got to like tend to stuff and like time it properly with like water. And I'm just so lazy. I'm just trying to go to the store, you guys. Good news. The nutritive value of food at the store is almost identical to the stuff you grow yourself. And I know it doesn't seem like that because the freshness difference makes it taste different. But actual nutritive value is incredibly high at the store. So if it's super inconvenient for you to grow your own food or it's super expensive or inconvenient for you to get at a local farmer's market, don't you ever worry about a thing. The normal grocery store has all the health that you need. If you want the farmer's market or growing your own food on vibes, amazing, super recommended. But for technical nutritional needs, don't you ever worry about needing to grow your own food and some stuff like that. Every now and again, you'll hear stuff. Scott, you might have heard this before. One of the main causes of the American obesity epidemic and the poor health that people have now is because we're not growing our own food like we used to. You ever hear that one before? And that's like absolutely just not true. It's only true in like one way. You can't, as a human being, be productive enough growing your own food with current technology to like give yourself enough calories to get fat. You ain't growing no potato chips on that farm. And so by keeping your calories really low, yeah, that way, but it's not like the food is somehow magically healthier and like industrial agricultural processes are bad for you. They're not. We know this super well. Toxicology has basically solved this problem.
As you can see, I'm vegan and primarily raw. But then there'll be times where I don't take in sugar, not even fruit sugar, and I just eat green.
whoa. Scott, he just went down the list of like hardcore diets. He's like, as you can see, I'm vegan. We're like, I didn't see all of your food for the day, so I actually have no idea that that's the case. Eating vegetables is not proof of being vegan. And then he's like, but it's mostly raw. And you're like, okay, damn. Because you were like, all right, I'm vegan too. You know what I'm saying? You're not impressing me. I go to Whole Foods. And he's like, also it's raw. You're like, okay, facts. That's tough. It's tough. And he's like, by the way, even still, I don't sometimes even just get even natural sugars. And you're just like, what's left over? Scott, what's left over, man?
That's what I mean. How's he looking?
Handful of nuts, maybe.
Sauteed spinach or a kale salad. I'm very careful about what I put into my body and how I take care of my body.
God damn. Now here's the thing. Lenny Kravitz has had a six-pack his entire life, as far as I can tell. Certainly his entire entertainment life, which started like in his 20s. So if you're looking at these videos and you're like, he's got a six-pack because of the vegan, raw, low-sugar diet, that's categorically not possible because he already had abs before. Is him eating incredibly healthy with incredibly controlled calories, which the vegan, raw food, low-sugar diet almost necessitates, is that contributing to his ability to maintain his abs? You bet. Does that mean you have to do anything? No. You need to get enough protein. You need to make sure your calories are such that you're maintaining your body weight, or if you have extra fat, losing weight. And then you can look, to the extent that your genetics allow, like Lenny Kravitz, except you have to follow the rules. Maybe 3 rules. 1, enough protein, gram per pound per day is really good, spread over 3 to 5 meals. Another one is make sure you're getting enough calories not to gain weight or enough calories to lose weight to get nice and lean. And 3, keep most of the foods, no, not all, most of the foods nice and healthy. Lean meats, lean vegan products, veggies, fruits, whole grains, and healthy fats. If you just do those 3 things, you're going to get into awesome, unbelievable shape, especially if you resistance train. You get about 10,000 steps a day, maybe a little more, maybe a little less, and have plenty of sleep and plenty of good social relations with your friends. You're not stressed to the bone. You're going to look your best. You don't have to do raw vegan stuff. You can, and it's a totally great way to get there as long as you're getting sufficient protein, but this is not a requirement because I know a lot of people that want a super awesome body like Lenny Kravitz, and they see that he's a raw food vegan kind of person, and they're like, I have to be that. That's not true. You can be that, but you don't have to be that. It's a big deal. It's like seeing someone who has like a really good income and a nice house and a nice car, and you find out that they're a doctor. You're like, I have to be a doctor in order to make a lot of money. Well, no, you can be a lawyer. You can be a business person. You can be an OnlyFans creator. You can be a Pornhub creator. You can be just like, you know what, I'm just going to shut the fuck up. But you could do that too.
So it's a combination of eating all of these things that I've shown you and working out and keeping my muscles and my joints in shape.
Physical activity into your later years is a panacea in the sense that it doesn't guarantee that you won't have any disease or dysfunction, but it is such a huge buffer probabilistically against massive disease and dysfunction. I would just say it's not negotiable. We will be living in a future in about 10 years, I figure-ish, in which just through genetic engineering and advanced drugs, you just don't have to work out anymore and you're in perfectly good health and you look exactly like Lenny Kravitz, and you can also like hit that high note in American Woman. The RP Hypertrophy app has dozens of pre-made workout templates to help you build a plan faster than any other training software allows. But you can customize each plan exactly to your needs by prioritizing and deprioritizing any muscles you like to train, choosing the exact exercises you'd like to use, and customizing the volumes you employ at every single step of the process. If you're looking to bring up lagging muscle groups, look no further than the RP Hypertrophy app. Click on the link in the description of this video to get started. Outside of that super future, everybody who is older should be working out in at least 2 ways, maybe 3. Way number 1 is getting a sufficient amount of overall physical activity. That's 10,000-ish daily steps or any more above that that you have energy for. Cycling, tennis, volleyball, touch butt in the park, anything you like. On top of that, at least 2 sessions per week of at least 20 minutes of resistance training, heavy, sets of 5, sets of 10, sets of 15, sets of 20, close to failure through compound large muscle mass movements, rows and deadlifts and pull-ups and pull-downs and all that stuff. It's going to give you a lot of muscle mass, the metabolic health, joint strength, connective tissues. It's going to reduce your injury probability. It's going to make you aesthetically look really awesome. It's also muscle as an anti-diabetic organ, which means it balances your blood sugar out, which is huge. An option is to do some kind of mobility work, really deep stretches, really deep yoga, Pilates, Or you can do ultra full range lifting and take care of 2 birds with 1 stone. Those are the 2 to 3 kinds of physical activity that are really important to have if you're in your later years. It's always important. But when you're in your later years, you just don't have a choice anymore if you want your best health. Because real talk, Scott, you know, like you watch an 18-year-old like eat 3.5 cheeseburgers and 1 Twinkie all day and then have 6 beers, and he wakes up with a 6-pack the next day, and he does that for a year and he still wakes up with a 6-pack, and you're like, I feel like he's not learning anything, but is there anything really to learn when it doesn't matter? You know what I mean?
Yes.
That's cool, but and you're like, look, I'm not gonna lie to you. When you're in your teens and 20s, you can kind of do whatever. It just doesn't matter. Like, that's the thing about youth. When you're in your 30s, 40s, 50s, everything you do is gonna like affect you. When you're in your 60s, 70s, 80s, it's life or death. It's quality of life and how long you're gonna be alive. And so not working out is like a vibe when you're young. Not working out is a death sentence when you're older in some really real way. So Mr. Lenny Kravitz, man, he's on that for real shit. Also, Scott, do you think he owns that entire estate and all those trees as far as the eye can see, and that's his private road?
I bet he does.
My man.
So that I can do what I do, which is get up on stage and play music. And
Scott, you are actually a musician and a performer.
Yeah, more the former than the latter, but sure.
Is performing on stage physically difficult?
It's brutal if you go hard. So like
Yeah.
the lead singer for Pantera had like neck issues and would like chug a 5th of like wild turkey to like get through tours.
Healthy.
Like it's
On the other hand, from Lenny Kravitz is another approach. Lenny's like, I'm going to build up my body so I can do touring. And the other guys are like, I'm just going to wash it away with drugs.
But yeah, you're like carrying things, you're like up and down stairs, you're headbanging, you're running around, you're on tour buses, you're in hotels. It's like the wear and tear is just like insane. Late nights, you know, not sleeping, bad diet on the road. I mean, man, it can really take its toll.
Yeah,
in a
100%.
lot of ways. Yeah.
100%.
Do you ever have a cheat meal?
my cheat meals consist of pasta, bread, pancakes, waffles, carbs, and more carbs.
That's cool. Get a little glycogen filling. I mean, you can have anything you want in a cheat meal, to be honest, if it's just on occasion, once, even twice a week if your weight's stable, once a week if you don't want to go overboard, definitely every other week or every few weeks, just regular is totally cool. And it just doesn't matter what's in there, guys. Like, that's the thing, is if most of your diet is healthy, cheat meals can be all. It just doesn't matter. Lenny likes carbs. You feel me? And I like a lot of guys really close to me, and a couple of them are holding cell phones and recording down at me.
What do you eat if you're hungry at 2 a.m.?
I wouldn't eat at 2 in the morning. If I wake up and I'm hungry, I'll just drink water.
Even the way he says that's so slick. I just drink water. The camera guy's like, huh, what kind of shoot is this?
So I said I was going to show you my gym. There it is. This is where I work out.
Oh, that's such a vibe. Scott, why don't we live in the Bahamas? What's wrong with us?
I know, we're fucking
It's like a hammock and a bunch of beautiful grass.
Well, here it's going to be 9 degrees soon.
Yeah.
Love that.
Hell yeah. Detroit, what? It'd be hard out here, though.
With these few hand weights, I can get an amazing workout here.
Oh, all right. He's got a little barbell set. Dude, that's really cool. Honestly, you guys, that's everything you need. You can do 20 minutes of this twice a week, do some barbell work, some dumbbell work, and you're Gucci, man. This is great. Folks, there is still more video to come, but if you want to see, well, frankly, more of Lenny Kravitz's half-naked body and a ton of insider tips and even more science, we have that extra long video in the members section. You get tons of other great stuff with the members section. You get hardcore training videos of Jared and I in the dungeon, also hardcore videos of us in a literal dungeon, the fun kind, and a ton of sciencey stuff. It's a very low price for a huge value. Give it a click, see if you want to buy it. All right, back to the video.
This really simple setup.
All right, a little full range of motion.
While I've been in the Bahamas.
Dude, his bench is a palm tree. This is like ridiculous. I love this. Man.
I also have the advantage of being able to work out with my trainer on FaceTime.
Damn, some guy gets paid FaceTime to work out with a Lenny Kravitz. That's cool.
Let me get the tripod and we'll get started. Hold on.
Is there any difference in your workouts here in the Bahamas versus the U.S.?
This workout is amazing.
Lenny never arches his back during overhead presses. If you're not used to it, you can get a little like sacroiliac joint pain arching your back too much during heavy overhead presses. If you work into it, you'd be totally fine. But having a straight back is probably a good thing to start with.
I'd rather be outside and in nature than being cooped up inside of a gym.
How often do you work out?
I work out 5 to 6 days a week.
Dude, that's dope, man. There it is, guys. Eating healthy, tons of physical activity. He's working out 6 days a week. I mean, are the abs really a mystery at this point, you know? Oh my. That's like a pull-up ab combo. This is cool. God, he can just do tons of ring pull-ups in his 60s. Make sense of that. This is cool. I like that it combines multiple exercises. So just doing these combo pull-ups and ab crunches, he is, or knee raises rather, he is hitting his abs and his lats and his rear delts and his biceps and his forearms all at the same time. This is time efficient, exactly like he said. And doing it in jeans, God, that's just such a 90s rocker vibe.
The big belt and aviators.
Big belt and like skinny legs, but abs. Like, this is such the look. Lenny Kravitz is only Lenny Kravitz 100% of his waking life. Scott, is he training in leather pants?
Yes, this clip went viral because of his outfit.
Lenny Kravitz is a fucking spirit animal. He's got a half see-through mesh shirt, sleeveless. His trainer has sunglasses on indoors. Though it looks like a well-lit gym. And Lenny is doing combination shoulder press, crunch, another great efficient exercise, or rather a shoulder or crunch decline sit-up, and in leather pants. Unbelievable. This is everything I've ever wanted out of a workout, out of 10. I will say, persnickety-wise, unless there's something about this I don't understand, which is very possible, there's no reason for his trainer to be holding his legs, other than getting a chance to grope Mr. Lenny Kravitz, which I take back what I earlier said, and that's good reason enough. Dude, and he's getting a pullover effect. So Lenny is hitting his rear delts, his lats, a bit of chest because he's pressing midway through, a bunch of shoulders, triceps, and also abs, and hip flexors all at the same time. This is a time efficient, one hell of a movement. I love every part of this. And it's barbell based, so it's progressively loadable. As you get better, you can do more reps or more weight. This is awesome. Guys, there's a thing happening here where we saw a little grand tour of his diet, but we didn't get specifics. So if Lenny Kravitz's every meal was just those veggies that he showed, he would be hypoproteinemic within weeks and be sick at a hospital a few weeks after that. So he's definitely getting enough protein to carry that kind of muscle mass. Facts, it's coming from somewhere. As long as it's coming from healthy sources and most of his food is raw vegan and veggies, it's awesome. You don't need to eat like that, but it's one of the options that again is going to keep you super healthy. What we can take away from Lenny Kravitz is his amazing genetics. He's had the shit his whole life. Facts. But he's also been really attentive to his health, which means that on top of whatever genetics you have, like a high degree of physical activity, resistance training consistently, which Lenny does, and is awesome, having a mostly healthy diet, keeping your stress levels manageable, getting good, dependable sleep is the way to look your best and feel your best into your 50s, 60s, 70s, and beyond. And I think that's the big thing that we can take away from Mr. Lenny Kravitz is having a holistic approach and not slouching on any one part. Lenny Kravitz gets a legendary rock star out of 10 and absolutely gorgeous abs out of 1. He's been amazing. Check out his music on Spotify.
What's your favorite Lenny Kravitz song?
Favorite Lenny Kravitz song? I mean, like his redo of American Woman, I would say is better than the original. What do you think?
I'm a big Are You Gonna Go My Way fan.
Are You Gonna Go My Way is a classic. Yeah, okay. Are You Gonna Go My Way is, yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. Lenny can jam, bro. And the voice plus the instrumental is like the combo. Lenny's the man out of 10. We'll see you guys next time. Ooh, Scott, I feel like an American Woman, one of Lenny Kravitz's amazing hits. Lenny's the man, but this other video right here might also make you think of ripped men. Probably. Give it a click. See you next time.